Pod leader.
Working models who are working.
Captions crunch.
Pod leader.
Conspiracy theory. Top model math.
Pod leader.
That's not very elegant.
Pod leader.
So nice to wear.
I guess. Hey, and welcome to Pod Leadum. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. I'm Alexander Price, and this is going to be the best season no matter who they pick.
I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and I'm seeing some very good-looking prospects, but one thing I'm bumping on is legs. What's up with these legs?
And I'm JW Crump, and I don't have any experience, but I'm cute.
And we're, of course, talking about episode 1 of Cycle 13.
Yay!
How short can you go?
No question mark?
Question mark.
How short can you go?
Or the girl who needs a round of antibiotics.
Oh my gosh. And if you want to pay for my medication, just kidding, you can go to anchor.fm/podleadum to be one of our sponsors. Once again, that's anchor.fm/podleadum. And that helps pay for bonus episodes and the hosting fees for this and all that good stuff that helps make Podleadum pod possible.
Now, I need to say something. Hulu's description was so wrong that I had to ask JW and Hannah if there was a casting episode this season.
What did it say?
It was such a funny text thread.
It was like in the first photo shoot, the girls recreate their baby photos. And I was like, well, I guess the shorts don't need a casting because there was only 20 of them.
Well, and since the second episode is the makeover episode, you're just like, well, that makes sense because there's always a photo shoot before the makeovers normally.
And because thankfully, this is a good thing. They split it into 2 actual episodes because they did air on the same night, but they split it into 2 episodes. I was like, oh, well, there's no casting. And when I turned it on, it was only like 40 minutes. I was like, well, I guess it's the first episode.
It is so confusing to me that this is all labeled as episode 1, though, when it is clearly 2 distinct episodes. The next one, at least on Amazon, it goes episode 1 with 2 titles, and then the next one is episode 2.
No,
Chaos.
ours is separate. Fully separated.
Well, Amazon
this is
smoking it up in a completely different way.
So confusing.
This is also the start of the overall cheapness for this cycle. I love this cycle, but they took that budget and made it as petite as these contestants.
Tyra doing her own story one word at a time, and then only mentions Carrie D and Danielle.
Yes.
And then Whitney is shown, but not named.
I was like, are they the shortest winners?
But Eva,
yeah. I knew it. I was trying to make connections in my head, and I knew they weren't there, but I tried.
I get it.
Why isn't Tiana mentioned? She just won your show.
But y'all,
you forgot how to say her name?
It is good to be back in the land of Tyra 2 lists because she starts Jamie Reicher, Kate Moss, though none is over 5'7", and the fact that she says though none is, as if Tyra truly thinks that 2 things are a trio. We have confirmed that a Tyra 2 list in her head is a collective that needs, she never says between, she always says among, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Y'all, information about Jamie, I don't know how to say her last name.
I think it's Reicher.
Yeah. Is thin on the internet ground. I could find nothing. She's like a footnote in Jamie King's Wikipedia page.
Under a footnote.
I was going to make the same stupid joke. Here's the great thing about this cycle. Short jokes are generally, for me, fun.
Can't wait.
Hey, you know what? The short list was a great joke.
That wasn't a bad joke when she said 32 semifinalists to make the short list. I literally wrote, okay, that was fun, Tyra. It's just fun. It's something that this is a little bit the difference to me about if they did an all plus size model cycle. I feel like they would try to make puns and they'd be like, this is a huge deal. And all of those would feel gross. But with short, you're just like, yeah, they're 5'6". There's nothing.
They're normal size.
Yeah, it's
average size people.
I trust them more with petite models than I do with plus size models because they burn us.
People.
Speaking of not average, though, this is Amber's one-person show. This whole episode, we finally have a protagonist that is also the villain. That is also
playing every role.
That is also the narrator, but also never seems to know what she's
most
talking
unreliable
about.
narrator. The Great Gatsby wishes.
The first shot we get of Amber.
Sorry, I murdered JW.
Oh, that almost made me throw up. I laughed so hard. The Great Gatsby wishes is such an intelligent but stupid joke.
JW is giving it the green light.
It's good to be back.
The first shot we get of Amber, she is reading the most basic sentence clearly from a cue card.
From a teleprompter, right?
So badly. I've been to a couple agencies and then they said I was too short.
Squinting her eyes.
The whole reason you're here.
She needed her glasses. She left them at home. They weren't part of this character.
My backup quote was the phrase, "Fierce has many faces and sizes."
Can we also talk about just the gorgeous sentence construction of opened up the competition exclusively? I opened it up by making it so small.
I wrote down that Tyra doesn't know what open or exclusive means. It's like when you're invited to an exclusive party, but then there's 500 people there, and you're like, this wasn't exclusive. I am shocked, and I don't mind it because I generally like cast with 14 contestants because I feel like it opens up just to more episodes or double eliminations or whatever. Mm-hmm. I am shocked that because they said the phrase "Le Cycle 13" so many times that it wasn't 13 contestants. It feels like it was tailor-made to also be 13 contestants.
I'm so glad that this didn't go on for too long because my brain almost dribbled out my ears so many times. First of all, casting for the fall collection of models.
That's the only time we can have short models.
For the fall collection.
Short things don't work on short people.
You know, a collection of models. That's a grouping, like a gaggle of geese, a collection of models.
Collection of models.
And then every time they said the Le Cycle, I had a tiny but distinct aneurysm.
Didn't you take German, Hannah? How would you know?
Oh, good callback. I need to talk about and truly discover who this alternate reality Perez Hilton is.
I
it
literally
wasn't just Perez Hilton?
No.
I thought it was for a while.
I don't think it is. But
I kept waiting for him to come back and do something.
Right?
I couldn't find anything about this person.
Well, I think he was just someone they hired.
Well,
just a casting call for Guy.
It might be someone who works for Bankable Productions because that guy later does work for Bankable. That wasn't a bit. He does work for Bankable Productions. What? He is not from the Groundlings, as I thought he must be from.
He's coming back?
This is so funny. So we need to re-talk about Amber. And I'm going to say that since, I don't know, 14 times this episode, because we never get to talk about her again after this episode.
No, we got to get it all in.
No. Well,
spoiler.
Okay, I have a spoiler. When do we want to eulogize Amber? At the end of this episode or in the middle of next episode?
I don't know, because I will say this. I didn't take the time to look up anywhere they nailed Amber.
Well, I found some tidbits that help. We'll do it at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
What did they edit out when Amber said her name, started waving her arm, and then they hard cut to her arm completely down? It was a jump cut of a thing, as if she said, "I'm Amber and I'm the Antichrist," and they took it out.
I fuck for Jesus.
Yeah. I did like Bianca, her first appearance, saying she's not excited to be here. She's geeked to be here.
Mm-hmm.
That was cute, and that's the end of Bianca being cute for the most part.
Well, she came in with a Tyra 2 list of the weirdest Tyra 2 list of Colin Powell and Hillary Clinton are two people she could have a conversation with.
She understands. You only need to name two things in top model world to prove a point.
There are a lot of girls this audition episode leveraging their intelligence in a way that makes me feel like they think society thinks short people are dumb.
Yep.
That's an interesting point. I didn't even think about that.
But only one of them gets punished for it. Captions crunch. I have a real question that maybe I'm just dumb.
Okay.
Trooper is not spelled with a U, correct? As in the phrase, you're a trooper, aren't you? What's your name, trooper?
Mine also was spelled with a U.
It's spelled with double O's, right? Like you're trooping along.
Maybe they think they're in a theater troupe.
Actually, it's spelled with a U, and it's someone who's an uncomplaining person. So we're thinking about troopers spelled with double O's as in like a state trooper, but it's actually spelled with a U, and it's an uncomplaining. He's actually using the word more correct than we are thinking about it.
Oh. Weird.
Yeah.
So weird. It was weird, though. He called her trooper twice.
And also, I'm going to point it out right now. I also had a moment in the next episode, the only other one I've watched so far, where Captions Crunch, I was like, well, they spelled that so wrong. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh no. So Captions Crunch came to play.
Captions Crunch did come to play this cycle. Mm-hmm. They're doing a lot of work.
Yes.
But let's talk about the star of this episode. Well, my name's Bradford.
I literally wrote the note. Another unnamed man. Never mind. It's Bradford.
It was Matt Walsh. It's fine.
Yeah, right? No, this is Bradford Sisk, the real VP of Bankable Productions. And I found, y'all.
Alexander, what's he bumping on?
JW, talk about when you said they really downsized the budget. You weren't kidding.
It's just
they're like, who's here? Who's in the office today? Is it a bank holiday? Who's here?
Bradford, are you bumping?
This gives us the information that we are not surprised by. Tyra makes her employees do this stuff as their job.
We will find out this episode that she makes her employees do things that are not their job on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
He's currently the director of sponsorships for Napa Valley Film Festival. He went to USC. He was the director of entertainment marketing and talent relations for Davy Brown Entertainment. He was a senior account executive for CNS Sales. This man is an adult, and she is making him do the weirdest bit where he speaks down to his new employees.
A skit where he's the villain.
Where, as Jennifer says, giving this idea way too much credit, he is the voice of society.
I'm going to tell you right now, I fell in love with Jennifer when she said that. She was like, I'm going to take your stupid skit and I'm going to tell you the concept that you were trying to portray.
She wants to wrest that narrator role away from Amber.
Jennifer's like, she's not going to pass the psych eval. Someone's going to have to take this over.
Side note, there are too many chairs in this ballroom, correct? Because there are only 32 of them, but there are 54 chairs.
Constantly too many chairs in this entire episode.
Let's talk about something before we go too far, because this is a roller coaster of an episode that I feel like we'll never be able to pump the brakes too hard on. And I know roller coasters don't have brakes in the traditional sense. Don't come for me, internet. But this is a interestingly constructed episode because I feel like we get more from models that don't ultimately make it, and sometimes absolutely zero on models who ultimately do. To the point that, and I'll point it out very specifically, one model, when she appears, I was like, oh, we haven't met you yet? You're iconic.
Yeah.
And it was so late in the game. It is, I don't know what their weird storytelling goal with this episode was, because we bop around to a lot of people that we don't need that much on.
So Tyra arrives in a very baggy caftan.
Mm-hmm.
How much did she pay Ciara to say that she was lean?
Well, we bring back the French accent.
Well, because it's the Le Cycle.
And this is where Captions did the most for me, because she says in her accent, "Fou is crazy en France." And Captions corrected it to in French.
Well, another Captions crunch. She says, some girls are 5'. She meant to say 5'6", but the caption erased the 6. And so it just said 5', period.
Yeah.
Sure.
Some girls are.
I didn't take French. So I don't know this, but I tried to look up. I was like, Tyra can't be saying this right. So I looked up Trefu, and she's sort of saying be crazy instead of
very crazy.
Yeah. But it's not
but also
like
it's
that.
more
It's like when any American tries to like be silly about French and they say like, oh, that's tray this. That's tray edible. Like so edible.
You know what never needs to be said in this accent? Little girls.
Little girls.
It always just makes me think of Annie. It always just makes me
think that's just because you haven't seen Gigi.
Gigi. Yeah. Little girls get bigger every day.
To be clear, I only mean the Cameron Diaz portrayal.
Oh, yeah. We got that. We got that.
But we are breaking out of the box. We are then kicking that box because we have broken out of it and then we're kicking it to the side. That box is no more.
Because this world, the world we live in... Thank you for that clarification, Tyra.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be fair, we did travel to another world for the Beam Me Up Fiercely season.
True. But this hair is flat.
So flat.
Yeah. She's somehow taking the attention away from Sunday's hair, which seems like an impossible task.
The Jays look normal, though, when we meet the Jays.
I think they look quite good. I'll also say that
Miss J is wearing a t-shirt with a baby angel Buddha on it, but okay.
I said normal, not good.
It's not a skull.
It's not a skull. It's because it's Miss J.
I think Mr. J is looking quite svelte.
Mr. J looks good.
Yeah, very nice. Raven says they look gorgeous, and men should not be pretty like that, but they are.
Thanks, gendering Raven.
Raven is a character without a defined personality. Raven just comes in.
Collection of traits in a bag.
Just like really violently shaken up.
And every time you think you kind of figured out Raven, she'll just veer into another lane and you're like...
Cartwheel into it.
So I love that the theme of this cycle is just fashion. It's just modeling because... We were talking about it right beforehand, and Hannah brought up that when there's a theme for the cycle, there doesn't have to be a theme for the audition episode, and it makes this audition episode seem so normal.
Yes, but also I would say they push the theme so hard that I'm very confused about the background of these confessionals, because they'll just be like mannequins behind them. And I have to remember, like, oh, it's fashion theme. But otherwise, I'm like, where the fuck are they? Are these in their room?
I think it's so funny that, like, there's this aura of suspicion. Like, someone who's 5'8.5" is going to sneak in.
Yeah, and Tyra even said something like that. If you're over 5'7", you are out. And so they actually do measure everyone. And I thought there was going to be, like, full drama that someone gets kicked out because they were 5'7.5".
The implications of this headstand photo implies that Tyra is 7 feet tall.
I love...
Prove she isn't.
I love that they used the handstand photo. I think that was a cute idea, but to make it so disproportional is so stupid to me. Also, you didn't need the chart to go up to 7 feet tall. You don't need that in your normal cycles.
It only needs to go as tall as the Jays.
Yeah. Can we talk about Nicole for a bit? Okay, so Nicole, I did not remember this aspect to her because you remember Nicole, I think, if you've watched this cycle before, as kind of just this cycle's Allison, right?
Yeah.
Like a little weirdo. She's gonna talk about
a real weirdo.
Yes.
But also Nicole is kind of hyper competitive and truly does not like these other contestants.
No, there's like a deep disdain.
And there's an interesting like quasi-villain energy to Nicole in these early episodes that I really enjoy but totally forgot.
In a different cycle, she would be the villain.
I think so. It's kind of fascinating.
You know what I didn't remember? Sunday's long hair at all.
Where's Sunday's tragic backstory? I was so ready to have fun with Sunday, and then she was like, I need this to give meaning to my life. And I was like, oh no.
If I don't win, I won't have anything to work
I will
with.
have an empty hole inside me that can never be filled.
But it is confusing because she delivers so much of it with this like perkiness.
Yes.
That it's really, you're like, oh, Sunday. And then you're like, wait, what did she say?
But she naturally speaks very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Which means, at least that I think the things she says are going to be fun.
Sure.
And then they are not.
I just think I have a theory that I didn't remember any of this backstory because it's just all the worst. And it's also so much so quickly that I'm like, my mind just was like, bloop, blank that out.
it also might be one of those things that it's audition episode only.
And then
we
never
get
touch
so
again.
much audition episode only backstory like this. There is something funny, though, about Sunday being the shortest in the short cycle. And when she gets measured as 5, 3.5, there is some unnamed model that you hear go, oh no. And it is the funniest thing to me that in the short cycle, some girls like, but that's too short.
I mean, Sunday won't win. Oh no, Sunday won't win. The hole in her heart.
Oh God.
She also has a real hole in her heart and it needs a stent.
Yeah.
Ashley has a hole in her foot because Ashley cannot walk in a way that it's been a while since we've had quite so bad of a walker out the gate.
We should mention that they're, in addition to measuring these contestants, they're also doing Polaroid beauty headshots.
Just Polaroids.
Yeah.
And walking, as you do in the audition episode. But Mr. J says that a photo is how the world sees you. And I say, lies.
Eyes. Did anyone else get the feeling of this? They had to go up onto a table as though they were tiny little dogs that had to climb stairs to like walk at the Westminster Dog Show.
It just all felt so normal, though, compared to last cycle's goddesses in the heavens with fog, that I was like, oh, this looks like a real practice runway.
Sure. I will say that gives me hope, fingers crossed, that we are actually going to get tips on how to model this season.
You know who could have given you tips, Alexander? Allison.
How is she a modeling teacher? How?
Someone listening to this, if you have information about whatever school
Scam
Allison is teaching modeling, please reach out and let us know, because I am fascinated from the little things we hear that she teaches and is in charge of.
She's in charge of everything at this school. I
want the full story. Well, it makes me think that she's teaching modeling at like a finishing school.
Yes. The phrase grooming comes up in a way that I was like, what?
Etiquette.
Ray is the new Lauren Bree. They were like, remember when we kind of screwed over Lauren Bree? We've got short Lauren Bree.
Did you also feel that a lot of these contestants were like the short version of previous contestants?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I loved Ray saying to camera in a confessional, I'm a mother, and that's pretty defining, as if she's like, I'm going to be the mother this cycle. I'd like to be on the show.
I'm pretty impressed, I gotta say, from jump with a lot of these contestants, because most of them, unlike Raven, really feel like they came with fully defined personalities and a lot of facets that they are determined to show and not let the show reduce them to one thing.
And not let themselves be made fun of, too. I think a lot of them, it kind of has that energy that we were getting from Cycle 12 a little bit, of like standing up for themselves a little bit more. And I really liked it. I found this group of overall contestants so charming that by the time we got to the top 20, I was like, I would have almost made this a 16, 17 person cycle.
Flip side, this hard cut to Jesus for Amber. I'm for Jesus Christ. Immediately starts crying. She
has an unhealthy relationship with Jesus. She'll do whatever he wants her to.
She has a burning feeling for Jesus Christ.
So much of this Amber stuff, I almost hope that she's some sort of plant.
There are moments that make me think she is.
Because it's
just so outlandish.
Well, Bianca agrees with you, because I liked Bianca a lot this episode. Bianca saying to Amber, I know you want attention, and that's fine. I was like, yes.
I've met girls like you.
I get it.
I hated this high five for virginity.
Ugh. The vow of celibacy 5.
I double hated that one.
But also the slut shaming right afterwards when someone asked Amber, are you a virgin? And someone immediately goes, no, look at her.
Who was it? Nicole.
No, it's because she made that face where she wanted to say yes, but couldn't. And then had to be like, I haven't had sex in 2 years.
Because sex expires after 2 years. So she's kind of a virgin.
She is fascinating.
The sun hat was also pretty surreal during
that was a late breaking addition to the personality.
And Nicole's face is us when she's just like,
that reaction shot, kudos to the camera person who captured that because it was gorgeous.
There's one camera that is trained on Nicole at all times to get her like spaced out expressions to everything to really transition us to a new scene.
Not since the days of Tatiana have we had such a silent narrator.
So we head into our panel. First in is Jennifer, 23, Philadelphia, PA.
Yeah.
We find out that they all have to go upstairs.
Well, this hotel, by the way, Biltmore, everything in history has happened at the Biltmore.
Sure.
And every room is themed after something. So this is the Emerald Ballroom.
Ooh.
The Emerald Ballroom was once the hotel's main guest dining room. Its decor features images of hunt and harvest with hand-painted animals and fish on the cast plaster ceiling beams. This table that they are sitting at with the most off-center drippy fabric.
These swags of cloth.
And then the sparkly dress forms behind them.
Okay. Do we think that the swaths of fabric were uneven in a purposeful way to be like, we're in the middle right now? We're like in the middle of making La Cycle. I don't know.
We haven't hemmed yet.
There was something that felt very much like the table was too plain, and they asked some set decorator to be like, well, we got to theme it. What's the theme? Fashion? Okay. Throw some fabric on it.
Swag it. We're getting a lot more. Tell us this one story that you wrote in your application.
We are.
Sometimes two. Sometimes two stories.
Depending on how much time we have.
Say though, I didn't expect Jennifer's story to be this story about just.
She is from Philly, JW.
That's fair.
This exchange between Jennifer and Tyra, where Tyra goes, well, Miss J starts us off by saying, let's talk about this fight you had with the New Jersey hussy.
Hussy.
And then Tyra asks Jennifer to say more about this fight by going, like a throwdown? Like take your earrings off? And Jennifer replies, I didn't have any earrings on. And then you just hear Tyra go, oh,
it was that kind of New Jersey hussy fight.
You weren't modeling.
That led to a fight and you weren't wearing earrings?
But then I love that she's like, but I did tie my hair back. Yeah. Like, I'm not a fool.
She can't walk and does a hard lean, though. And I like Jennifer, but...
Here's the thing, though. You tell me one girl in La Cycle 13 that doesn't do a hard pose at the end.
Did they tell them?
They all came to be the wrong kind of editorial at the end of these runways.
You were all commercial.
Shocking. It is shocking, though, how many of them are just like, no matter how bad or good the walk is, walk, pose.
I think the hard lean is to make them look taller in comparison when they stand back up.
Go as short as possible. Tall.
This is about fooling the public.
For Courtney, the first thing I wrote was, oh, I hope we have the footage. Oh, we have the footage.
Yeah.
Number one, before we get to the footage, she's from a place that I don't like to say the name of, but it's Plantation, Florida. Don't like that name. The home video of her foot breaking, and we see it, and I'm just like,
you can practically hear it.
I'm actually surprised they didn't like put in some sound effects.
Yeah.
And then she was like, it's the fourth time. Courtney, maybe you shouldn't do this tumbling.
This is a pre-Simone Biles world, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But a fourth time, have either of you ever broken a bone?
No.
I broke, well, it's if we consider teeth bones.
They're outside bones. We know that from Kimmy Schmidt.
Did I tell you? Let me tell this story because this is my only broken bone story because I don't break bones because they're full of calcium.
I break hearts, not bones.
I was like 10 and I was throwing a root beer bottle up and catching it, as you do.
Yeah.
And I threw it up and I thought to myself, oh, it's been in the air too long. So I looked up and it ground my front tooth into a perfect little hemispherical circle.
Aww.
I then refused to go to school because I'm not dumb. I was already being made fun of for all sorts of other things. I went to the dentist. They're like, they put a cap on it. They had to grind it down. And they're like, okay, this will last for maybe like 6 months. Still to this day.
Hey.
Haven't had it replaced because I don't do sports.
I've never broken
and you never threw a bottle again.
That's true.
That was his last root beer. Tyra talks about Courtney's body in a way that's like accurate but also I don't like where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Courtney is our token athletic girl this cycle. And that's going to be a lot of her whole thing besides her broken foot is that she's muscular, quote unquote. But a lot of that ends up being called boyish.
Yeah.
Which,
Jay shades Tyra regarding pushing through, though, in a way that I really appreciated.
That was very funny. There's a couple of times Miss J, like, because Miss
now without Paulina.
Miss J no longer has a buddy, so he's like, might as well go on the attack. I'm not going to be
He's
here for cycle 14.
Speaking of things that we're not comfortable with on the show, the choice to equate crushing poverty with quirky music is something that could not be over quickly enough for me.
I feel like the stock music didn't know what to do because Amanda was wearing that hat.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're like, but we have to use quirky music. She's wearing that hat. I like to imagine the
show fell into its own fedora track.
Explain to the Jays about where you live and your whole thing. Thanks, Diane Sawyer.
Your whole thing.
Your whole thing.
Also, why did we need to know where she relieves herself? This is so degrading.
It's make fun of the poor.
Well, there are times when it's stressful to be poor, of course.
The fact that Mr. J was like, wait, you're poor, so why would you want to not be poor anymore?
Wild.
I do like that Amanda will not let the show make fun of her, though. She is just making little jokes about it, and she's like, it's easy. I don't clean. I actually don't spend that much time at home. Like, I appreciate her attitude.
Yeah,
Did I
she's
want
like, no,
her to be a contestant on the show? No.
I'm going to stand here and be a complete person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, where do you piss and poop?
I will say this. I love her hair when it's down. She has a lot of... I would have been interested in a makeover for her, truly, to see what they did with that thick hair.
Bianca, 21, Columbia, South Carolina. They're like, cool, we're not going to talk about where you went to school. Tell us about that abusive ex you had.
You're right. I didn't think about it until we started chatting about it, but the show wants all of these contestants to tell their quote unquote tragedy story.
Trauma.
And they're, exactly.
Tyra literally says at one point, tell us about that tragedy.
Yeah. And it's so funny because I feel like so many of these contestants come in being like, I'd like to talk about my accomplishments and dreams.
And even the way Bianca ends up talking about it is gorgeous. Like the way she went and she empowered herself by getting her head shaved at a barbershop, and she felt the sun on her head.
That was lovely when she said
rejuvenating.
It was a beautiful moment.
And talk about someone with a great body and fucking gorgeous face. Like,
she also dresses well.
Yeah, I was gonna see low key our fashionista this cycle.
Yeah, really gets her proportions and what looks good on her, but also it's not like basics, which I appreciate.
Then Tyra's nemesis walks into the room.
You guys, I'm gonna love Brittany for one reason, if nothing else.
I wrote it down.
Math.
I finally get the embodiment of top model math in a person.
I hear that you're a scholastic girl.
See, but this is what bothers me. We just saw Bianca come in, who goes to fucking Howard, which is such a hard school.
Yeah.
And we don't mention it at all.
Nope.
But like, you have these people multiple people on this season that are really academic, and we don't talk about it. For what reason?
Yeah, I feel like Brittany only got to talk about it because she didn't have a trauma story for them to pick at.
I would like to point out, remember how last cycle they're like, the mathematics of your face are just wrong, but yet mathematics of face this season are bad.
Yeah, it's not romantic.
Yeah, and it's so funny because everything they're trying to say about Brittany is untrue for two reasons. One, she just explains why she thinks she would be a good model using math, the best way to prove anything. And then at the end, she is like tearing up because she's like, I'd really want to accomplish this. This is really important to me. And she's very sincerely like tearing up about it. And I'm like, well, that's the romantic part you're babbling about. Is Brittany has that too.
And we also find out later that she is a working model who has worked before. So
I don't know. We've told so many models on this show, go home, study your face, the angles, the thing. And then it's like, and she's like, well, I look in the mirror and I figure out like where I'm most photogenic and using math. And they're like, well, no, it's love. And
well, here's the thing. There is an artistic element to modeling, of course, but they can coexist. In fact, I would argue they need to.
Never.
I think maybe conspiracy theory, first one of the cycle, that maybe because cycle 12 seemed to have so many contestants that stood up for themselves, I wonder if people like Brittany make them worry that she is going to be someone who stands up for herself, because anytime they said anything, she was like, but no.
I mean, to be fair, it's almost why they seem to go for short models this season. It's like, we're going to get people that have no expectations of what
that really need this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but also that have no experience or like idea of what is wrong. And so we can do shady shit.
Speaking of Sunday, this is such an interesting interview because this is going to be so much of the trauma, but also juxtaposed with her hilarious cartoony drawings. It's like, and also the way
delivery.
And Sunday expresses sentences in ways that are just their own mini, bumper cars of things, because she says stuff like, not gonna lie, it wasn't the easiest life I've ever lived.
Well, she started life as a Monday, JW.
Screw you, Alexander. Blocked on all platforms.
I feel, I don't know how you two feel, but her being like, yeah, my mom and sister were real fucking monsters. They're fine now. And I'm like, I feel that. I really feel that.
Yeah.
People can grow and change.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she did some backyard wrestling? Here's why I say that.
This hair?
No, although.
She could put these in pigtails, and that's a whole character.
Bikini, the bottom are definitely just like wrestling trunks, like very, very much WWE Divas level trunks. It's very interesting. There are some. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it right now. The bikini choices across the board are just strong choice after strong choice. And every so often it's a strong choice that works, but most of I had to stop writing them down after a while. This would just become JW's weird bikini fashion corner.
I
love that segment. So
what's that show with like Joan Rivers?
Fashion Police?
Fashion Police, thank you.
Sorry, tangent. For some reason, this week I had stuck in my head from the E! Network, perfect little black dress, so cute, next. Just popped into my head because those brain cells are still active, I guess.
You haven't killed those ones off.
Firing at all cylinders. So we return to the Bianca Amber fight. By the way, this is our narrative thread.
This is our neutral area.
This is it's the hub world.
Yeah.
Every time we have to return to save our game, we come back to this fight for a little bit.
It's not even, you're characterizing it as a fight is generous because it's more Bianca diagnosing a personality disorder.
Oh, Bianca smells the crazy wafting off of Amber.
And I also just love anytime any conversation in any cycle is punctuated with someone eating off a paper plate with plastic silverware. It's just, there's a realness to that. And when Amber says that she keeps to herself, that room explodes. I'm surprised the Biltmore is still standing because they lose their minds. Raven jumps out a window.
Cartwheels.
Yeah, sure.
But she's only getting loving her.
So Amber, 18, from Oceanside, California, because of course. And come at me. I grew up in Southern California. This is rich people that are bored and probably go to a mega church. Like, it is very that energy.
It did have mega church energy.
Yeah, of like, oh, it's like rock and roll Christian, but also don't follow stuff.
I was going to say Christianity with jazz hands.
I'm sure.
She walks in very jazzy.
You mean my cat monk? Meow.
Meow.
Meow. You guys are giving it too much.
Meow.
Meow. It's my grandma's. It's wonderful luck.
Grandmama's lucky hat.
I'm going to start saying the things are wonderful luck.
Here's the thing. She is a quote machine. And the kind of quote, we've had quote machines. This is the machine in the I Love Lucy factory with the chocolate spilling out because it was just quote, 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 Jesus, you are my best friend. It's all so weird. And then
it was almost like she watched London and was like, she's not committed enough.
We get a rare, accurate insight from Mr. J, though, I feel, with she's spewing all this confidence, but she's going to break down in 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta say, Mr. J did a lot of like insightfulness. There's a chillness about Mr. J in this episode that I appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It also seems back to like old form Mr. J of like, I don't want to work with that person. Please don't make me work with that person.
Does Tyra like any of these women? Because Tyra's making so many faces that are that cringe face that she does. And she does it throughout all of Erin's very average interview.
Okay.
Well, and we know Erin becomes a lot, but still.
I don't know. It was leading with, I'm really intelligence-based.
I mean, but this is
choice.
But this is what I'm talking about. Erin doesn't get the Britney treatment. She comes in with this same exact story, except brunette this time.
To be fair, that's because Erin doesn't take a pause in talking.
Sure.
Oh, no. Don't let them in, Erin. You don't let them in.
A wall of sound.
Does the blonde hair turn her into a supervillain? Because this Erin is so chill comparatively.
Yeah, they make her into Cece from The Nanny real quick.
I don't know. When you walk in and you say, I'm different from everyone, I'm very intelligence-based.
I mean, I'm not saying she's Charmer.
That's like Nicole, it could be the jumping off point for a villain edit. You don't know.
There's something so funny. I don't know why it makes me laugh so hard. But just you saying Alexander, I'm not saying she's a charmer. I feel like that we could say that about like every contestant.
Except for Laura.
And Sunday.
I'm not saying she's a charmer. You know who I was actually... Oh, we got to talk about some people. I'll say I was also very charmed by Lulu. We'll talk about her in a second.
Sure.
Yeah.
Kara comes in, and I hate this energy.
Kara looks like Allison Williams and sounds like Brian Williams.
Yes, I think she has a good outfit on. Mm-hmm. I like the lacy white top and the black skirt.
Here's the one good thing I'll say for Kara, because like you, Alexander, I do not enjoy this energy. Mm-hmm. I feel so seen by representations of short, quote unquote, women with deep voices.
Sure. I will give her that. What I will not give her is this ecotourism of, well, I live in Costa Rica and Fiji.
I flew back just for this.
This is Chris has my husband, Christopher, has a terrible cousin. And this is all her energy. Braids and all, where it's just like, I just go and I live on a farm and I really understand the people there, and then I will buy their bags and resell them for a lot more money, but not invest back into the community because I'm an entrepreneur.
Did you know though that Kara would be one of 2 contestants that would openly talk about castration? Will there ever be a cycle?
Lord Best, I think we know.
But one of them seems real, and one of them was on the sidelines.
I just think it's so funny that when we talk about castration in this cycle, we have to be like, wait, which one? Sheep or cows? We gotta know.
Lulu comes in next from Brooklyn, New York.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gay.
Jay clapping wildly at that. Like, yay, we get to have fun again.
And then Lulu just going, yes, Miss J.
Has there been a more relatable situation than being 19, dating someone for the first time and tattooing them on your body? And being like, we're together forever. We've been together 6 months.
I love when Tyra's like, oh, that's a permanent thing. And she's like, well, I could switch it up. I can make it like Brooklyn. Or something.
That's what I mean.
Fell in love. But then twist, Lulu's America bikini.
Oh,
what? I feel like the bikinis are the third characters. Like how normally it's LA or New York. The bikinis are just always adding yet another layer to all of these women.
Maybe
there's a
they
whole
just
shadow
provided that
episode where the bikinis are getting cast.
And I write the phrase back to this combo. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Like write the whole sentence out.
Nicole's vibe of misery in Recline.
Oh, Alexander, Misery in Recline.
I'm an artist. I don't hate the vibe though of just like, ugh. Because it's an active misery, even though it's reclined. It's kind of, it's not this like passive
it's inhaled
over
misery.
It. Yes, it's
it's activated. It's activated.
You know what? If you don't feel like socializing, there are worse things to do than be like, my nickname is Bloody Eyeball. Who wants to keep talking?
Well, Allison walks so Nicole
dumb.
Can lounge.
No, absolutely not. This is so dumb. When she was like, I'm obsessed with eyeballs. I had a bloody eyeball. I think it was this one. So my nickname was Bloody Eyeball. What kids came up with that non-nickname?
Well, the same kids that came up with Tyra's nicknames as a child. This is all a lie. She's like, oh yeah, I have this necklace that has an eyeball on it. I love bloody eyeballs.
It's just a tactic.
Yeah, it's just a tactic.
Yeah.
It's
Respect
not true.
it. Respect the tactic.
Then we meet a contestant that kind of gets us into our montage, but it's weird because this is all we'll see from this contestant, but twist, no, it isn't. And the weirdest thing is Lisa comes in and it looks like she was literally not going to stop walking. She was going to walk into
She's a ghost of the Biltmore.
Yes.
We have had montages before.
We thought we'd hit Alexander. We thought we had seen montages.
I was so excited for a return to a montage.
And they gave us everything. Edits, people splitting, some girls just becoming other women.
Okay. Lisa, they all got one. We said before they each got one trait. They get even less of a trait in this one. Lisa, threaded eyebrows. Sierra, light bulb dance. Mystery woman number 1, pageants. Mystery woman number 2, college dropout. Simone, what's her whole deal? Fake glasses?
Yeah, Velma.
Yeah. And then amalgamated woman. I'm Jermaine, 20. Bronx, New York. There was 3 women that just had one intro.
I want to invest in the company Amalgamated Woman.
To end it all on the extreme pageanty glossed lip. Okay.
I wanted a name for her so badly. She deserved a name.
She did deserve a name. She really rolled with the crazy they threw at her.
And then it ended up accidentally modeling kind of well at the end.
Yes.
They're like, oh, that's model. Oh, shit.
Shit. We should have Tyron'd her. Fuck.
I love the idea that this is happening in real time. So the Tyrons are like, oh. I'm gonna put this out there right now. I am shocked that Sierra, and I want to say
we
Sierra
never know. Never know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked she didn't make it into the house. She felt tailor-made for this show. We got so much of her that you could almost call her a co-narrator.
And Tyra seemed very invested.
And she was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
It's very strange. Ashley comes on.
We get the most Tyra opening to an interview ever. Do you know how you got here today?
I wish Ashley had been like, the steps?
And then we discover, I didn't know, you guys, that my baby secretly had a top model name.
What? Oh, yes.
I didn't know.
I wrote this so hard. I was like, oh my God, there's an Oscar in continuity.
TCU. So Ashley is here as an ad for the Tyra show.
Yes.
And tells
She's
a story.
Also gorgeous.
She is, but in a kind of normally way that I'm like, well, you're not on the show. You're only here to promote the Tyra show.
I thought she was beautiful.
I actually thought she was one of the most gorgeous. I think the weirdest thing for me about Ashley is for whatever reason, she reads so much taller than everybody else.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's her proportions or how she dresses.
I think it's the dancer posture.
I was just like, are you? I was shocked
Are
to find
you
out
the
she
secret
was
5'8"?
Right. I was shocked to find out she was 5'6". She wasn't even one of our 5'7" people.
We also find out, once again, that Tyra forces people in her employ to do jobs that aren't theirs. Because apparently she told her hairdresser
Oscar
to get Ashley's information. And that is not his job.
And then Tyra says this weird thrown off line like, well, I didn't see you. What? Because Ashley's like, I think she looked at me. And Tyra's like, I didn't look at her.
It's like the Arrested Development narrator. It's like, yes. She didn't.
Also, her hand choices while walking.
Ashley can't walk. Ashley cannot walk. She leads with her chin. She has no idea what to do with her arms. Ashley, I hope her photos are good because Ashley's not a walker. I have a question for both of you, though.
But she is a charmer.
I have a question for both of you.
Yes.
Are you a chill girl?
No.
Nicole's interview. Truly, how did she get on this show? I mean, I know why. Her pictures are pretty good, but still.
She's maybe too chill. This is when I wrote that down. Maybe too chill of a person.
I do like that Miss J just doesn't understand that nerves can present in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, but you're so calm. It's like, yeah, because she's so nervous that she's shutting down.
I feel like Miss J is really into her from the very beginning, though.
Yeah.
It was nice to see another super accomplished artist.
She was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she had a cool bathing suit. She had the best bathing suit.
I know.
But when she said...
Do it, JW, go.
When she said, I bring a large, rusty wheelbarrow to school and people think I'm weird for that. I'm like, yeah, Nicole. Also, why are you doing that? It doesn't feel like that's a need.
Your back is going to regret that one day.
You're short. You don't have the muscles for that.
Where do you leave it all day?
In the hall.
In the locker? Like, what do you do?
She, I think, looks like the twins when her hair is pulled back.
Okay. Sure.
In the theme of look like other contestants, but short.
To me, Nicole reads as, and I'm probably over-identifying, but because I felt weird and outcasty in high school, I leaned into it and thus did more and more and needed someone to pull me back and did not have that.
Yeah, when you feel like you're already over the edge.
It's this sort of, well, screw you spirit of, you think I'm weird? Well, I'm going to bring a rusty wheelbarrow to school.
Yeah. Also, she's from Louisville, Colorado, because this is also a thing in this season. Everyone's from a place that is not from the state you would expect. So who knows how big this town is?
Yeah.
Like it might be a class of 40 kids and she's just no friends.
Yeah. And she also says that she only paid self-portraits because no one else will pose for her.
Well, to be fair, half of that was because she says she painted when she got up at 3 a.m. So, yeah, you don't have anyone to sit for you.
That is a good point.
Although I will say I wake up every night around 3:30 a.m. and that was my relating to Nicole. It's like, yeah, that's when people wake up. Is that just not what everyone does? How is this the first we're seeing of Laura?
The most charming person I've ever met.
But also the person that everyone remembers from this cycle. And she gets, I don't even know if we saw her in a background of a shot.
No.
And she's just so immediately, Laura to me is the epitome of charming, walks in knowing herself. The show wants to reduce her so badly. She won't let them. Immediately lovable. You think I was worried that I had overhyped her in my head, and I absolutely had not.
My husband we were watching it, and he's like, God, she's so adorable. There's nothing, even the demonstration that I definitely did not need was still charming.
And to finish it with, yeah, nobody cheats on me.
So cute.
She can actually make jokes, which is something I had forgotten about Laura, because in my head, I kind of remember Laura as a little bit of a lovable doofus. And I'm like, oh, that's not the read I'm getting here.
No, she's funny on purpose.
Now, one thing I underestimated that came screaming back at me was her accent. And that's coming from me. And when she said, I'm here for y'all to mold.
She's from Kentucky.
It's so Southern, it's almost Cockney.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like she was asked to do a Southern accent on top of her Southern accent. Sometimes when I play a Southern character, I'm like, got it. Got to make it Southern. Hi, y'all, it's JW. And I'm just like, JW, you can just do your regular voice.
This high fashion makeover is not.
That was so stupid.
Force onto Laura.
What if she had just gone nude? I would have been like.
Right? She would too.
Just the butterfly belt. Just the butterfly belt.
My grandma made these panties. When they ask her, does it hurt the cows? And she says, I don't think so.
No, she goes very specifically. Not really.
I would say, how the fuck do you know that, Laura?
It did. The one thing that bothered me was that they kept saying cows instead of bulls. I was like,
oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Well, when she's done.
Ray comes into the audition room. She has a baby named Aria.
A model name.
Uh-huh. And then we cut straight to, we're going to change the energy a little bit. I understand you've been assaulted. Tell us about tragedy.
This story is...
She's like, I'm mother. And they're like, no.
This is one of the harder stories we've listened to, and again, it's not a good thing to like compare traumas. Obviously, I'm only doing it because like we're watching these auditions and these shows. I appreciate that it seems like both from what she says and how she says it, that Ray has done work to be on the other side of this as much as anyone can be.
She is so well spoken and emotionally mature for a 21-year-old.
Yeah, but
who is also a single mother.
Woo, and a sexual assault survivor.
Yeah,
like kidnapped, perhaps.
Yeah, when she said at the end of that, luckily they dropped me off at another gas station, I was like, oh, this could have been the end of you. Like this was a full kidnapping, maybe murder story for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oosh.
Was Ray on I Survived? Because it seems like she maybe should have been. Like, and also for just the callousness of like also calling out like, yeah, we're going to change the energy. This isn't going to work for me as a story editor. It was so gross.
So abrupt. They just didn't give her the adequate space when they force her to talk about this. And she still just gets through it with so much poise and so much grace.
I just am shocked they kept in the first part of that sentence because it makes it so much worse of like this dismissal of what she was talking about. We could have, not that it's good, but she could have been like, I understand you've been assaulted. Tell us about that or whatever. But the fact to be like, we're going to change the energy as though it's like,
watch out, here it comes. Here it is. Yeah.
Ugh. Anyways, Rachel, 18 from Woodland, California, comes in.
The fact that she's from Woodland.
There was no irony. Irony left the Biltmore.
I was so impressed by the way she passed with flying colors what I called the eye emotion test. Because I feel like Tyra thought this was going to be a Britney situation where she was going to catch her out, and then she did all of them perfectly.
But then the camera people and editors decided to give us the most extreme slow-mo close-up ever. And it's so close-up that it's blurry on her eyes. And we're like, we don't need a close-up.
They're so big.
Huge.
You can't miss them.
Yeah.
Allison, the modeling teacher from Santa Rosa, California, comes in.
She teaches grooming, etiquette.
This is my favorite.
Photo posing. Somebody else teaches live posing.
And portfolio arranging, as though it's scrapbooking.
See, I thought about flower arranging. Like,
And then something on the runway called California Commercial.
Oh, this is the one good moment of like, oh, no, that's not what it's called. When she says the 3-step back, and they're like, no, that's the Howard. Like the appropriation in action of being like, no. That's the Howard. That already has a name.
Right. And I love that the Tyron updated it. So yeah, it's unfortunate because Allison seems like she's perfectly fine as a person, but like she was there to fail.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
They did not want her to succeed.
No.
A surfer from TGI Fridays cartwheels in.
Raven makes so many strong choices.
Leotard.
And also, I can't tell you one thing about Raven.
I can tell you that she doesn't think she's spoiled. She's well taken care of. And also that she knows she isn't good at posing, but she'll get there.
Also, the walk.
I love that when she left, Mr. J was like, what are we going to do to get rid of the scampering? The scampering.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
I had that dream again.
My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best-fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Oh, it's such a clutch off-season pickup, Dave.
I was worried we'd bring back the same team.
I meant those blackout motorized shades.
Blinds.com made it crazy affordable to replace our old blinds.
Hard to install?
No, it's easy. I installed these and then got some for my mom. She talked to a design consultant for free and scheduled a professional measure and install.
Hall of Fame son.
They're the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings in the world.
Blinds.com is the GOAT.
Visit Blinds.com now for up to 45% off site-wide and free professional installation. Rules and restrictions apply.
We get some B-roll of the 101 at 1:30 in the afternoon for no reason.
Mm-mm.
And we're going from 32 to 20.
So,
with a good reveal.
Well, when they announced this, I thought they were just going to have garment bags for the girls who made it.
Yep.
And nothing for the girls who didn't.
Sure.
Instead of forcing them to unzip the garment bag and see that it's empty.
But we need the reveal, Hannah. But this one's at least safe.
True. This one, no paper cuts.
No.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that did not work about this, though, because any garment bag that contained a black garment
and there were a lot
confusing.
of them.
Yeah.
Because when it opened, it didn't look like anything was in there.
No, you had to go on reactions. Also, because I'm me, I wrote down the yeses and nos. And the number of people we got at this stage was very confusing. So yeses, Bianca, Amber, Jennifer, Rachel, Laura, Nicole, Ashley, Aaron, Ray, Courtney, Lisa, Sunday, Ciara. That's only 13 people. And I was like, yeah.
Is that the house?
But then we also find out later at the photo shoot that Kara, Brittany, Amanda, and Lulu got in as well, which is 17.
This whole episode didn't take you on the journey of our 14 ultimate contestants like it normally does.
No.
Because we also got, I feel like, more rejection storylines than normal because Raven didn't get it. Her little sad shrug was cute.
Raven, Simone, and Allison.
I think it's all because they want it so much, because they keep hammering home in this episode how it's the only opportunity these women will ever get.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have a normal rise and fall of a plot of someone wanting something and then not getting it.
Yeah. Laura basically said, cut these other hoes now. Because she was like, let's do it. Let's get in there. Laura's like, I'm on the show. I refuse.
Allison is sad not to get in. And before she leaves, tells us that she has a really versatile look because her hair is curly, but you can do whatever you want to it.
I would argue that's the worst look that's versatile. Curly hair is not usually very easy to deal with.
Also, her hair did not look particularly curly.
It's curly for a blonde woman from Santa Rosa.
They're all wearing designs by Yotam Solomon, the youngest designer for LA Fashion Week.
He was a viola prodigy, graduated with honors from FINM, and can get it.
Nice.
He's also clearly too big for this show.
Yeah.
Like, you would have expected him to make an appearance.
Y'all, some of the people that he's designed for include Madonna, Katy Perry, Sandy B, Kim K, Vanessa Williams, and that's all the people that are famous. I mean, there's other famous people.
But as I said,
I literally thought your camera and microphone had paused because it paused so hard.
Too good for the show.
Way too good for this show.
You know who's too good for something? More makeup. Because Amber, I loved this. Amber being like, I'm done. And honestly, she kind of was.
To be fair, she was. And this is what's crazy about Amber. She does everything wrong this episode. And yet still is, spoiler, cast on the show.
Can't resist her.
It's so wrong, it becomes the most effective flex you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Where do Amber's gloves and scarf come from?
The fashion house.
Did she pull them off of a dress for him in one of the confessionals?
I do not know. I love it. I also love that there's this habit of this cycle for talking heads to give them too much headroom at the top. to make them look shorter. And the worst offender is Sunday, who lives on the bottom third of every screen.
Where was Miss J for all of this? Did he take a lunch after he did the reveal?
I don't know.
It's time for a fashion show in an empty room that's actually a photo shoot.
Yeah, they're very specifically supposed to do 4 poses at the end. So they get basically 4 photos to nail something.
But it also, because Miss J is not there, it gives us Mr. J coaching walking.
Yeah.
And saying things like, remember, pick that walk up. We're not serving hot dogs.
Which it takes a very bridal slow walk.
An iconically casual slow activity, serving hot dogs. Tyra's episode. Are we cool to move on to the
Please, let's move to
the chat?
Yeah, talk about the cheapness of this season. There is no couch budget.
They're just standing.
And Tyra's outfit looks like it was magically drawn into existence.
Well,
I said figure skater in a slutty business themed routine.
Yeah, the H to T ugly. Maybe the reason there was no couches is because Tyra was corseted so hard that she couldn't sit down and only can lean on this table. Or is it because it's short season, we can't seem small, so we're going to lord it over them?
We do get a diagnosis from Dr. Tyra that all short girls are terminally oversexed.
Wow.
But also, Mr. J says it first, and then Tyra's like, Then 2 girls later is like, you know what I think? And says the same thing. I will say this, though. Too sexy or not, Brittany's runway photo, hot damn.
Yeah, I could have a crush on Brittany.
Yeah. Brittany is, in person, not the person I would necessarily expect to be a little bedow in photos, but she can really give it.
Baby Tyra woke up, and it's going to be a running theme this cycle, I think.
Yeah. I mean, pick your poison, French or baby.
Can we just combine them? I feel like French baby would be the least problematic.
Yeah, agreed.
Sunday, in a room full of women doing the most, did the most, double most at the end of that runway. But you know what? Miss J isn't mad at it, and neither am I.
I thought her face looked nice.
Yeah, I just wrote this is the journey of my notes. Rachel's pose. And then came Sunday because it's almost like she saw Rachel's pose and was like, gonna top that.
I love the idea of a kid's book called And Then Came Sunday.
Tyra calls Courtney Crutches. Perfect. A rare time of being fun. And then in a cycle so far, an episode so far of so many great captions crunches, they spell out Tyra going, brow, as BRWAOW. And you know what? That is how you would spell brow.
She also has a new vocal tick of describing something, taking a word that's already a noun, further nounifying it by adding ness at the end, and then adding a second ness.
Yeah.
Which is how we get archness.
How did we feel about the comparison of Bianca to Nena?
I mean,
are we reaching? Is it accurate? Is it literally just because they're bald black women?
I think there's that.
Yeah.
I think they have similar features, but not like, it's kind of the theme, right? We've talked about like, they're just trying to find short versions of other ones. So I think there's a little reachiness. I don't think it's so insane, but I don't think that they're not like twins in the way they present it.
Agree.
And the side-by-side photo did not help that argument.
No, but I think Tyra also has short blindness because now Ray is too muscly and not Courtney is who you meant. Because how is Ray muscly? Because she has to hold the baby in her arms?
Yeah, she's got those really defined forearms.
Mr. J does make a good point that potentially with this cycle, you're going to find less experienced in terms of modeling, except for Brittany, apparently. And I was like, yeah, well, that's why they did the cycle. Because the other women started standing up for themselves, and these need more experience in a way. Also, they call Nicole shot hoochie, and come on, Nicole. She was trying to show off the little stupid ribbons.
We are making history, and we are making so many girls proud because they deserve to be beautiful on the model too. So we're going from 20 to 14. We get a full shot of everyone, guys. because they're so short. We can get them all in one shot.
And because they're short, instead of walking to the side the way you normally would when called to be on the show, they have to go from step to platform.
Okay. So normally you know how they try to hide the people that aren't on the show but are in this grouping? I think I figured out mostly who everyone is.
Before we get to the people who end up on the show, I'm sorry. We haven't had such a good one in such a long time. But Tyra's outfit for this segment is insane.
I mean, what did you expect after that last segment, Hannah?
But this is... there is a silver sequined jacket, top, I don't know. Blazer top, and capris, exercise pants, jogger. What are these pants? What length are they? Did she borrow them from a contestant and that's why they're that length?
Because it's all about tricking. She's trying to show she's taller than everyone.
It's so weird. It's such a weird choice. And also, I guess she normally does change from her chat with the Jays look to this, but usually it doesn't feel like such a drastic change.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she'd just like put a blazer over that thing she was wearing before.
Nope.
So we have in the first row, Ashley, I think Jermaine from the Amalgamated Woman, Courtney, Kara, Brittany, Sunday. Second row, Rachel, Laura, Ciara, Jennifer, Aaron, Ray, and Amber. Third row, mystery woman number 1, whose name might be Minolta, Nicole, and then I just wrote Bronx because we never got that woman's name.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Lulu, Amanda, Bianca, Lisa. Also, some fun names that were seen in the episode, but did not get on the show. She, XIXI, Minolta, as I said, and Uneke. And the only reason I know this is I paused it, but also these people are credited as uncredited in the show, but we never speak to them.
I'm sorry, did you say credited as uncredited?
Yes, they are credited as uncredited. If you go on IMDb, they're credited as uncredited. But
this was them adding their own credit to this.
There was also a Simone.
That. Yeah, we met Simone. Simone was
Velma
Kelly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Velma Kelly.
Different Velma. Same Velma. Universe of Velmas.
Mm-hmm.
Velmaverse. The Order.
Super plausible first pick.
Yeah. Jennifer.
Perfect.
Great
Wonderful.
Erin's favorite cycle was Michelle's because when she's called second,
she said, hell yeah, absolutely not. Fuck
yeah. Fuck yeah.
And Tyra is disenchanted.
Rachel, third. Kara, Lulu, Ray.
A little low for Ray. I feel like Ray's a pretty good second or third pick. But
agree.
Ashley, which I was surprised she got on the show. Brittany.
Can I say, I wrote one of my dumbest jokes, but Brittany goes up and goes, oh, a lot of these contestants are having very big reactions. And Brittany goes, oh my God. And I wrote, oh my math. I wish that's who Brittany was, that she like worshipped math.
Bianca.
And Amber is so happy for Bianca. You see it really quickly.
I caught that as well.
Yeah.
They really bonded over psychoanalyzing.
They might have come to an understanding.
Courtney has to hobble down the stairs. Nicole in the position where they're like, just get Nicole in the show, please. Her reaction of just,
it did feel like true shock to me, though. Like,
sure.
She thought she fell asleep for a second and was dreaming.
Yeah.
Is it 3:30? Amber.
I could not believe, because I did not remember.
No. Why would you?
Believe.
It's a true shock. It's a true shock. It's also a shock because she's not the last pick.
Well, because I think they chose wisely in these two last picks.
Oh, totally.
Laura and Sunday.
And Laura's our token gets upset immediately person, because by like contestant 3, Laura was fully crying.
Yeah.
So
Laura, I think also, to your earlier point, JW, is going to be underestimated by the show for a while.
Probably. Feels like it.
I don't believe that Tyra was holding back tears while she was telling these names, and then gives the weirdest send-off to contestants on her show.
Well, sorry, before we do this, I wanted to call this out very quickly. Tyra's Jesus shaming of Amber. I hope you would still love him if I didn't call your name. I love him.
okay. I feel like Tyra saw the mistake she made. Also, before the send-off too, to Sunday, Tyra basically explains how she's the top model orphanage. Because Tyra's like, I know you've been through a lot, but you got picked here. And I'm like, I'm paraphrasing, but she definitely made this weird metaphor about like as if Sunday was in the orphanage, a thing she had talked about, and Tyra picked her as a top model contestant. And I might be over analyzing it, but it was a weird way to phrase stuff.
Talking about a weird way to phrase stuff. To the losers. Ladies, I know this is hard. And you all not making it is harder than your average America's Next Top Model season when all the girls are taller. And the advice that I give you is, yes, you will walk into agencies and they will say you are too short, but there are still other things you can do. You can do commercials. You can do some face modeling, okay?
When she says face modeling, your faces are all normal sized.
Except Sunday. Yeah, this weird, like, you're not going to be a real model, so don't even try. And I'm not going to cast you on other seasons, so don't come back.
I mean, it is tougher to know that with a cycle like this was your first and only chance. This isn't going to be a situation with so many top model contestants we've had in the past who have come back, and we're going to have Angelique come back. We're going to have Casey come back. We have so many examples of that. So it is hard. What I do like about this is that this whole episode, and so far the cycle, which again is just this one episode, but the whole thing kind of has this feeling like a first cycle. Mm-hmm. There truly is a renewed sense of energy and interest. And there's a lot of, it's cheesy, but I like the girls, the contestants saying stuff like, this is going to be the best cycle ever. Yeah. We don't get that a lot in other cycles. No. We get people being very about themselves only. And this group feels very much like we're in this together, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, there's an immediate sisterhood vibe.
This is where I noticed, though, that Tyra wasn't hugged at all this episode.
Well, how could they get up there? Well, I'm a little surprised Laura doesn't, but Laura was also about to collapse, so...
Is Amanda just fully trolling Tyra when she says, I want to thank you for giving us this opportunity because we're short?
I like to believe so, because that was an amazing line to go off. Let me say, though, the only person I'm surprised didn't get on the show, and this includes, spoiler, someone who does get on the show.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised about Ciara/Sierra.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised. Yeah. I don't understand the choice.
We're like, we have Red.
I'm truly, it's been a long time since I've thought that Top Model might have like slept on somebody. Mm-hmm. And she really seemed like she was ready to give it to the show.
Yeah, it did feel that way.
Yeah.
But what a great cast to end up with at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Super strong.
Even with the like the weirds and the one or two potential duds, it's a strong cast.
Mm-hmm.
So I hinted at this earlier. I did a little bit of research on one of the people that is on the show, but it's not really a spoiler because in the opening credits of the next episode, you realize one person isn't there and someone is. Let me tell you about Amber. I don't have her full name because I don't care enough. Here are some possible reasons why Amber was eliminated. And there's lots of, talk about why this was. And I'm going to up front say a lot of this is hearsay.
Sure.
So those that went to high school with her said she did a lot of drugs, and producers allegedly found cocaine and benzos on her after filming in like a bag check. There was also a concern that she had an eating disorder. During casting, many other contestants noticed that she refused to eat and was cutting and recutting a single piece of broccoli over and over again, which is like classic eating disorder kind of.
Yes.
The other theory, she was an actor trying to make a name for herself and was trolling the show and may have been hired by Funny or Die, and producers found out. When she was interviewed by Oliver Twixt, which I didn't watch the whole thing, she claims she left because she became paranoid and started losing weight, that she was only 90 pounds when she got home to pack her bags, and her mom decided she would not continue despite producers insisting on her staying. Some of those who knew her say that this could be true, but that drugs also might have been a part of it. Like it might have been an ultimatum of all sorts of stuff.
I really wonder how she got past the initial psych eval.
Right?
Especially when at least 3 other contestants around her clocked it immediately.
Right?
Yeah. I want to believe the one that's like coming from her own words, but I love the theory of the funny or die thing.
Well, here's another thing JW will love, because there was an escape room blind date online show called School of Hard Locks.
I remember this.
Stop it.
I remember
she
this.
appeared on in 2018.
Oh no.
And seemed very high the whole time, and also didn't know how an escape room worked. So the guy she was on the date with, was trying to, and she refused to do anything.
I'm sorry. You get to name an escape room dating show, and you go with the School of Hard Locks?
They're hard. If you've never done an escape room, there are some hard locks.
I have done an escape room. Thank you.
Hey, I just did one recently, so for
they're
the first
best.
time.
I've done so many.
I'm just saying, you get one chance, because you know there's not going to be a second show like that. So this is your one chance to name that show. And that's what you go with. I'm relieved that Amber did not make it on the show.
Me too. I didn't need that energy on the show.
Well, it's just one of those things where it was clearly not going to be a healthy situation, and I don't want to watch that.
No,
yeah, it's not fun to watch 13 other contestants just be miserable until someone's inevitable departure.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like producer Tyra was like, let's put a Jesus-y person on the show. There's bound to be drama with like Lulu being gay or whatever. But like, it also seemed like everyone else was saying like, don't put her on the show.
Mr. J seemed very not here for Amber.
Yeah.
Well, it's also, she didn't like take some amazing photo or something where you're like, well, she is an amazing model though, despite all the whatever.
But I'm excited for this season.
Me too. This was a very good audition casting episode, despite the many forms that we had digested in for our different streaming platforms.
And if your digestion is mixed and matched, be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing from you, your hot takes, your iced tea. You can also reach out to us at podleadum.com, send us an email, or send us something to our PO box. The address is at podleadum.com. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
Come say hi on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on Twitter at JW Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum whenever you talk about us, so I know when you're talking about us.
Know it. I liked a recent one we got where someone was talking about they cleaned just to listen to the new episode. That's very fun. I listen to a lot of our episodes for the first time when I'm cleaning, so I bonded over that.
So for PodLeadum, I have been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.